Thank you much.
Hi, so yeah, my name is Ian Chapman, and oh boy, about 11.
Shh. It's our final presenter. We're in the home stretch. Lots of networking after.
That's very nice, but really, I can't believe you just tried to over-shush a librarian. I am impressed with your shush game, though. It is very, very nice. So yes, I'm here from the Bellevue Library. I'm here to talk about the Bellevue Library Makerspace. So we've been open for about 11 months. We opened up in April of last year, and our whole idea is, let's see if I can do that. Yeah. Oh, I guess I gotta go that way. Yeah, and figure out how to make this work. Yeah, basically to put what is sort of like the ethos of a makerspace in with sort of the mission of a public library, which is to make all of these different tools for creative projects available to everyone, to the entire public. And so to that aim, we have sort of like, we have your laser cutter. A very, very lovely anonymous donor gave us that. We have free and open access to the Adobe Creative Cloud, all sorts of different robotics and electronics equipment. We, teach classes on Ableton Live. If anyone's familiar with the recording artist Sassy Black, she comes over, teaches classes on Ableton, how to use that in your music production, all sorts of video and audio editing, all that kind of good stuff. And if you're into the fiber arts, we have, have Cricut, we have sewing machines, all kinds of things that you can do in the makerspace. We have this whole collection, but really the most important part of the makerspace are the connections that we make and that we see being made in the space. So just to talk about a few, so Sahana was a student who's like a high school student who came in as a representative of her robotics club. Is really motivated to get young women involved in STEM careers. And so like she volunteers with her teammates to basically lead like 8 to 12-year-olds through like all of these different electronics classes. They've done a whole series on Arduino. Gabriel is sort of a control systems engineer. Did a lot of work with, sort of like with autonomous robots. And after he sold his startup, he came in and was looking to get back into education, to share the information that he has with the public, to design classes that he can then share with children in the community. And then Gwen, was sort of one of our earliest people to come into the space to like really get excited about the Cricut. Anyone ever used a Cricut Maker before? No. Oh man, they are a fan. Oh yes, all right, okay. So yeah, Cricut Maker, really fantastic way to turn sort of any of your like electronic design files into patterns for fabric, for paper, all sorts of different amazing crafts you can do with that. Gwen was super excited about it, was a technical writer, and from that, and like an artist, and from that has just dove in so deep that she's actually an instructor of classes now. Sort of like over the course of a year, that's sort of the difference that has happened in her life. And really what we're looking for next is we're looking to bring more people into the space. We have and basically we've been working with For Culture to develop a creative in residence program. So we have basically a grant coming in for that. We're looking to host as many residencies as possible over the next year. People bringing in their ideas, bringing in their expertise, and sharing those with the community. And sort of the most, most important thing that I can put out there right now is that if you have an idea, if you have something that you do want to share, blimp call right there. You can propose something. If it's something that you think is interesting, if it's something you think that the community should know about, it could be something that you want to teach, or that's something that you just think that more people should know about. It's a really fantastic way to communicate that to us. Or if you want to just volunteer, we have a program called The Garage. Does anyone work on the East Side? A few people out there. Okay, yeah. Does anyone work on the East Side and live in Seattle? Yeah, that's right. So if you are not wanting to wade through that traffic, we have a program called The Garage. It's from 5 to 8 every Wednesday and Thursday. Just a place for people to get together to like bring in their projects, to meet other people who are interested in similar projects, and to work through that. Another thing, let's see, has anyone heard of Startup 425? Anyone heard of that? Oh, come on, Holly. So that is another program that's run. It's not through the Makerspace, but it is run through the library system, which provides an amazing resource for the people who have an idea for a business, but who need, would like mentorship, would like sort of information about how they can go about making their dream, making their amazing idea come true. And yeah, that is the end of my presentation. I want to have lots of time for questions. So yeah, my main question is, what does your creative community, what does your community space look like? And do you see yourself in a space like that? Thank you. All right. Yeah.
I'm sorry if I missed it. Are there membership fees or usage fees?
Oh, no. So this is a public library, so everything in the space is free. So if you want to use the 3D printer, you just reserve it for 2 hours a week. It's free. The Friends of the Library pay for the filament, all that kind of stuff. If you want to use the laser cutter, just reserve it. Yeah, everything in the space and all the access is free and open. Yeah.
I've seen a number of makerspaces. This is one of the first ones I've seen where you can actually work with material. I find that very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is like you can come in. I mean, you can bring in your own. We also do provide like some, because we want to make sure that as long as if someone wants to have an opportunity to like experiment and explore, they do have that opportunity. They are not sort of dependent on sort of having the means to purchase that material. Let's see. Yeah.
What's an example of something you made recently, or you've seen someone else make recently that really inspired you?
Oh, wow. So, the funniest thing that I saw very recently, someone came in to use the 3D printer to print a Tesla little charger mount for the wall. Which I was like, boy, I mean, you could send that out for, if you have the Tesla, you probably have the means to send that out for a slightly nicer, print house. But I thought, it's just really oh, hey, I can stop by the library and do that. And let's see. Oh, and the best, or the most fun that I've had sort of doing some design work is designing my own acrylic glasses. So I made some very nice rose-colored glasses so I could, have that kind of a view. Let's see. Oh. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. And if you have any questions, please come on up.